day 11. As I went to sleep, a bunch of campers set up around me, so I've got at least one. I think I have 5 people right around me. It's not going to be easy to sneak out. Gonna try to use the wind to disguise my noises, but I'll see you on the road. Okay, and we are off. It's 3:45. I think it was 3:45, maybe 2:45. No, it's 3, yeah. Well, pretty sure I woke people up. It's pretty quiet around here. And there were just people piled in right on top of me. They were people that I recognized from Mary's place. Well, while I was working there, I kept running out and greeting all the hikers. And they were a group that I passed messages between. But I didn't feel like crawling out of my tent and talking to people, so I just laid in there until I went to sleep. They tried to keep it down. I appreciate that. Okay, it's time to switch to light mode. I can't see shit. Well, had I gone a few feet past the water source, there is a nice solo camping spot here. Not the most level, but it would have been better, shielded from the wind. No people around to disturb while I get ready in the morning. Okay, so it is 10 miles to the next water source. And then at mile 17 or so, there's supposed to be some sort of snacks or something. Just overhearing people talking. And at like 18 or 20 miles is trail magic. I don't know, but I feel ready for a 20. It's supposed to be much more level terrain than yesterday. So, sounds like groovy hiking to me, man. The morning isn't too bad. It's chilly, but it is not freezing. The wind gusts, but it is not howling. Keep an eye out for mountain lions. This is perfect stalking territory for them. Nice tall grasses. I'm glad I slept where I did. I mean, not only was the water excellent, and it was great camping, but it blocked the wind. It's a bit windy up here. Not sustained though. Just heavy gusts that come through every once in a while. Oh, they're a little chilly. I am on the prowl because I just feel like there's mountain lions in this area. I mean, seeing the turd yesterday really, kicked my imagination into overdrive. But all these tall grasses are just perfect for cats. No wonder they live up here. But with cats, as long as you see them before they see you, you're pretty good. It's just a matter of not letting those little bastards sneak up on you. I talk like I have experience, but I know kitties. And kitties are the same no matter what size they are. I'm going to open a can of tuna. It's going to do that figure 8 between my legs. It's going to be cute as shit. Okay, I feel decently sheltered here. No real ambush points. It's got to get me on the trail if it wants to. Let's get safe. I don't do that before I pack up generally because it takes me a lot longer to pack up if I do. Protected from the wind, big kitties. Let's do it. I've got eyeballs right behind that tree up there. I see you. And I know you see me. Sure nobody's sneaking up on me. I don't see him anymore. Okay, carry on. And check behind you every once in a while. It is funny what seeing a set of eyeballs will do to your senses. kicks everything in overdrive, imagination especially. But I could feel the adrenaline course through my body as soon as I saw those eyeballs. Horse trail. That's not where I'm supposed to be going right now. I'm not a horse. I'm just a bird horse. Luckily, the trail itself is fairly smooth and easy to follow without actually looking at it. So I can keep my head on a swivel because there are so many vantage points. So many big rocks that a kitty can get you from. That my head is on a swivel. Is that a freaking cave? Oh yeah. This ain't good. See, every animal in the area knows about this ambush spot. They're like, oh yeah, we just wait for hikers. You ain't surprised me. Wah! Okay. Nobody's following me. Okay, get the fuck away from this thing. Stressing me out, man. Normally big rock structures are fun and cool, but not when you feel like something wants to eat you. Well, and you don't really want to eat me. I'm all just gristle, bone. I'm mildly stressed out. I kind of like it. Adventure. I think that tiny little dot is Patagonia. Or, yeah, gotta be. That's gotta be all the shops and stuff. This is actually really good night hiking. The trail's decently clear. It's only one puffy weather. A little chilly, but not cold. And the slight fear of death. I mean, that's pretty exciting. The screen blinds me and fucks with my night vision. Really need to turn it down, but I don't want to look away. I mean, I'm not looking at the screen, but it's still hitting me in the eyes. And my paranoia has kicked in to overdrive just in the last few seconds. And you know, my guts kept me alive this long. Hopefully it doesn't end up fed to something else. I'd stop here and mess with the internets because I assume I have them since I can see town, but I don't feel safe. Got eyeballs again. Rather close this time. I hear you. You ain't getting me. I lost you and now I'm scared. Walk away, turn around. Excuse me for a moment. That's what I do when I'm scared. It's just fear. That was... Okay, that's the city light. It scared the shit out of me. Relax. Control your fear. Ooh, I'm so warm. Okay, is that the same one following me? It's been a good 1.5 to 2 miles since the first one. So is it the same one? Relax. Now I assume they're cats because the way they're staring at me. They think they're hidden behind the brush they're behind, not knowing their eyes are glowing. And they're doing that head bob thing that cats do when they're studying your ass. I can see it moving back, moving back and forth. Had the characteristics, but you know, lots of animals can do that. Yeah, they can. I know I'm just jumping to conclusions because I saw a few turds on the trail. But they seemed the right size, face, color, you know, all those things. I am frightened. Won't deny it. Can you see the eyeballs under the bush? Yeah, there. Oh shit, lost him. Alright. I don't know what I'm looking at, but a bird just scared the fuck out of me, man. Oh, flew off right behind me. And I screamed. Okay. This shit is just too close, man. I hear you. I literally fucking hear you walking. Oh, yeah, my smell has changed. I can smell myself. Weird enough, I cannot smell a rotting corpse. But I can smell my stress sweat. And is it telling the kitty that I'm scared and it can come pounce me? Probably. They smell that shit. It knows I'm scared. If it's in it, I don't know. They might just be raccoons. I might just be tripping. You know, but I think I'm fucking surrounded. They know this mountain. They've been up here their whole life. Or it. I've seen this horror movie where there's that one just angry beast that stalks the hiker down. It's generally like a grizzly bear, but I'd rather have a kitty than a grizzly bear any day of the week. At least I stand a slight chance of a cat's fighting me. Grizzly bear, none at all. Stop tripping, dude. Man, I'm sweating out of every pore. I have never been this scared on a night hike ever. It's kind of fun at the same time. Okay, what are you? What are you? You a deer? I think that's a deer. Okay. Those eyeballs were so close to me, I yelled. I was like, ah! But it's just staring at me. Okay, we're cool. We're cool, buddy. Okay, I'm in a spot I feel decently safe. It started snowing. Let's see if we can... Yeah, you can see? It's snowing. I thought it was for the longest time, but it doesn't feel very cold. So I just thought it was like, I don't know, dust particles blowing in the wind or something. You know, there's a big gusts. I'm in the desert. But no, it's actually snowing. That's kind of odd. All right, I'm going to sit here and just calm the hell down, man. It's been, I don't know, 3 miles of fear for me. Oh, my imagination is running wild. It's probably not cats chasing me. I mean, stalking me. But that's way too many eyeballs for comfort. At least the deer was just, oh, those were too close. I paused in fear, but it wasn't the same kind of fear as when you see something that you believe to be a predator. Whew, and the bird. Oh, some bird took out of a tree or a bush. I don't know what it was, but right behind me, I just heard a bunch of shit move. And I swung around because that's what I do. And it was just a bird. I feel sorry if there's campers in the area because they're just hearing some dude make all sorts of animal rackets and screaming and whatnot. Oh, they probably sleep through it. Okay, I took off too early today, man. It is so dark out here. I can't see any stars anymore. Get some clouds moved in because that's why it's snowing a little bit. But it is so dark. I'm glad I just charged my headlamp so I don't have to worry about it just going out on me. Uh-oh. No, I'm kidding. Oh, the strap was in the way. It scares me not to have the light out. I am totally terrified. All right, stop rambling. Relax, but not too much. See, those didn't cause the same terror. Those are just deer. Not the right color or anything. When they're bright yellow, though, terrify me. Got some signage. I don't know what it says, but I'll read it later. No, I won't. What is this? Guess an old watering tank. Okay, I must have gone the wrong way somewhere. It looks like a water-filled cave back there and a downed log. So I guess I do take that turn back there. That's the only way I really see. No sign markers for me or anything, though. Gotta find somewhere I feel safe to check the map and just stare at a screen for a moment. I don't like messing up my night vision, man. Does this thing say anything about which way to go? Okay, I'm off trail. I just went the wrong way uphill. But yeah, I don't know where I was supposed to turn. I got confused. It's still really dark. Stars are back though, so that's good. It gives me, I don't know, makes me feel a little less scared. I don't know why. It'd be cool if there was a moon at all. I can't use my peripheral vision in the least. It is so dark. Okay, let's see if anything was stalking me. Now I'm coming back on it. It's going to confuse it. It's like, what? Is it stalking me now? I'm like, I sure am. I'm going to cuddle you, kitty. Scratch your ears as you maul me to death. So, I went back up the hill again. Seems the most logical direction, even though I'm technically not on the map. I think the map is wrong. The other way just stops in that wet tunnel. I see no visible paths, even though this one seems the wrong way on the map, I believe. How could this not be the trail, you know? And if not, they'll probably connect together eventually. Okay, found a fence. Still no telling if I'm on the trail or not. Oh, watch out for that bottom bar. I'm not looking down. I'm too paranoid. Oh, is that a trail marker? Hells yes it is. Okay, I feel better already. That's a good sign. So there is at least some water here. It's definitely deep enough to filter. Looks clear. I know there's other water around here because people use the word flowing. I'm not exactly sure where the trail is, so I headed towards the nearest things I saw reflecting in hopes there'd be a trail sign. But it doesn't say anywhere on the map that when you come out, go left or right. And of course, you know, I'm on a dirt road, so there's definitely a left and a right. Filled in cattle grate. Okay, let's check the map and see how far I am off map. Not that I can trust that thing. Oh, I can see a little glow on the horizon. That is hope. Venus shining behind the trees. Oh, yeah. Okay. So now I have a sense of direction. That's pretty cool because I have had no idea which way I was going because I didn't have the, I guess, stones to look at the sky long enough to figure out which stars were which because I have a pretty good sense of direction looking at stars, moon. Nice planet makes it easy. But without those in the sky, you know, and doing switchbacks and turnarounds and whatnot, I had no idea which way I was facing. And I've only done 3.5 miles. That is so bad. It felt like so much farther. It's much brighter through the camera than it is through my eye. I can hear water. A lot of it. Well, by Arizona standards. Hey, that's a wildlife tree. Yep. It's also a dead tree. It got cold. It must have dropped at least 10 or 15 degrees. The fact that I sweat a lot didn't help either. But I really wish I had 2 puppies on right now. But since the sun's coming up, I'm hoping to just ride it out. Oh, I think I can see water glowing down there. I sure can. They have had quite a few of these little signs telling us, you know, about the area, about how much damage they did looking for gold. Cold, man. Oh, okay, that's how it works. That cloud probably just came in and just messed me up real good. Snowed on me, blocked out the stars because it got dark in that thing. Made it like extra scary. I would have done second coffee at this watering spot, but it's just too cold to be comfortable. I don't know. Hey, Blackwell. Be part of the Stetson Dam, huh? But, you know, I want to be comfortable while I enjoy my second coffee. I don't want to sit there and shiver. And since I'm going downhill, it should be technically warmer down here somewhere. And possibly have water. Oh, Hatchet Man strikes again. I can hear some dogs off in the distance going crazy. Still plenty of prints on the trail. The hunter becomes the hunted. You can see a little snow on the mountains back there. Just a light dusting on them. That was a pretty freaky night, man. So how much of it was real? How much was in my imagination? Was actually cat prints I'm seeing, or are they dog? I don't know. But like seeing the deer eyes didn't put the fear into me the same way seeing what I believe to be cat eyes did. But I'm a rather fearful guy, so, you know, I don't know. But I rely on my instincts. And if they tell me to be afraid, well, I'm afraid. I mean, just seeing eyeballs is scary. There's just a certain level of, what could it be? But when you feel that fear, that terror right away, that's me. In my mind, that's my instincts telling me that thing's going to eat you. Yeah. So I generally, like I do with people, lower my voice a few octaves, make some animal noises, just let it know that, you know, I have testosterone and I am capable of defending myself, whether I am or not. No animal wants to get hurt while it's taking its prey down. So if I seem like I might be a challenge, they're less likely to even try. It doesn't work with every animal. You scream at some animals and they'll come over and smack you in the face. But, you know, hey, I follow my instincts. Could I have slipped in that? That looks pretty cool. I'm not going up in there, though. I'd rather find a spot to have some second coffee, man. My fingers are freezing. Come on up, son. You got a job to do. But I'm still headed downhill. That's a good sign. lot safer now that the sun is up. Still seeing tracks all over the trail, but maybe it's just a big dog and I'm not seeing the claw marks. But I'm not seeing any claw marks on those. But I'm not really worried about a cat when the sun's up. Well, way less worried about it. Everything is way more terrifying in the dark. Look at this beauty and splendor, though. Oh, it's so beautiful. I can see some vehicles way off over there. I'm assuming that's campgrounds. Maybe they'll have some pancakes or something. But if not, I'll make oatmeal and coffee. Yeah, they were all super friendly when they ran up. They could have easily taken me if they wanted to. We both know it. Yeah. Yeah, they came up over smiles on their faces. They made it apparent. Yeah, I will. You enjoy your morning, buddy. How's the trail? Is it in good shape? Oh, okay. There's some sunlight up here. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing vehicles. I don't smell like fire. I was hoping somebody had a fire. I wouldn't just mind standing next to one for a few minutes. I see plastic stuff. Oh, it's probably water for us. How nice. And since it's not marked, I assume it's for everybody. So I might as well make just a cup of coffee just sitting right here on that little smooth curb looking thing. Oh, maybe enjoy a little sunshine. Whew. Oh man, that was cold. And for a while there, I was up near 6,000 feet or so, but even when I was headed down, it just started getting colder. Okay. Kick a turd or two. Hey, that rock is my new seat. On second thought, I'm just going to fill up one of my water bottles, take it over to the campsite over there and make coffee. Maybe somebody does have a fire going, I just can't smell it. Here's the trailhead. Much better spot to have a cup of coffee. Good morning. I normally don't break out the Tyvek to sit down, but I didn't get a chance to shake it. It was covered in all these grasses when I lifted it up last night. I was like, oh man, I'm carrying down a whole bale of hay. But there's no way to get it out of there without making noise. And there was people sleeping really close to me last night, but they didn't have a choice. You know, I was right in the center of all the flat spots, so I don't blame them. Okay, got the coffee cooking, a couple of oatmeals, fig Newtons, definitely a safety meeting. I need it after that. Got a couple hikers pecking up over here, but I don't know if I know them or not. I said hi, but they didn't look familiar, but all hikers kind of look the same. Giant solar panel is also a windscreen. Convenient. That's Rip and Slick. I met them the other day. I recognized them as soon as they were in hiker garb and coming towards me. I'm like, oh, hey, I met you guys on the road. And I knew their names went together, but I couldn't remember what they were. Rip and Slick. Whew. All right, man, it's nice to be safe, you know. I was scared last night. I really was. Oh. Oh. You ever have one of them nights? A lot of it was probably imagination, but I swear in that good 2-mile period, I saw the same set of eyes 3 times of the same kind. Yellow and about a fist apart from each other, just staring at me doing that thing from behind. You know, there's brush because I can see eyeballs disappearing and reappearing between the brush. And cats do that thing. Deer don't. Deer just stare at you. You know. My instincts tell me they were something to be afraid of, so I was definitely afraid. Yeah, I can still smell it in me. Yeah. Oh man, I pump out all sorts of chemicals. It's weird that I can't smell a dead thing right next to it. Oh, but I can smell me right now. and I could definitely smell me when I was scared. I bet I was steaming. I was so hot. I had no idea it was cold enough to snow. I knew it was pretty chilly, but yeah. Yeah, that was an adventure, huh? Because we're alive. That's what makes adventure. You don't live through it, it's just a sad story. Or a tale of adventure. Oh. So in chatting with the other hikers, that's how I learn about what's ahead and listening in on conversations while I'm hiding in my tent. Man, people have this shit planned out. All sorts of packages sent. They know all these names and locations, and they already know which permit and which night they're going to sleep at which location, with zeros they're going to take. Wow, man. That's way too much for me to handle. I kind of just take it as it flows. But in hearing about this at mile 120, and I'm probably at like, I don't know, 70 right now, there is trail magic. But in getting to that, you pass up the road to Vale, where I would normally hitch into a town and hitch back out kind of thing. And that seems like bad karma to me, or almost crossing the line into asking. We know I don't like to ask for things. I like to take what's offered. Oh, do I? But I never ask, That's just kind of how I roll. And it feels almost like asking and passing up the road to go to the trail magic, because they give you a ride back into town. That's part of their magic. I consider it more trail grace when it's planned like this as well. I mean, by the grace of their goodness, they went to a job they don't really like to earn money, paid taxes on everything, drove it up the mountain, put it in our bellies, and then drive us back to town. Yeah. Let's throw them a few bucks. But it feels like crossing the line, like I'm asking for something when I cross the road and keep going to your location in order to get this stuff and this ride back into town. We'll see what happens. I'll play it by ear, see what my gut tells me. But it just feels different when when I'm not running into it. I'm passing up the way in to go to it. Okay, sun is kind of high. I've probably been here for an hour. I had to wait for it to warm up a little bit before I felt like doing a wardrobe change and carrying on. Bunch of turkeys in the area. I hear them gobbling every once in a while. Let's see what lies ahead, huh? Today's gonna be a beautiful day. Well, that's a huge pipe. Oh, so solid, so solid. Basically says you can see it because they were too lazy to bury it because it was hard. You are here. You're just giving up when you're using a rope to hold the fence together. I guess screw it. Just have to use a rope around it. So I got the same shoes coming in and out. So I better check my map, make sure I'm in the right place. I didn't see any other turns or anything, but you never really know. Oh yeah, the mystery of the shoes has been solved. As I was closing the gate I was going through, I turned around, there was a jogger coming up on me, and she snuck up on me, and I went defensive pose real quick, like, hi-ya! That's what I do. So this is a jogging trail as well, that's why I'm seeing shoes coming, the same shoes coming and going. It all makes sense in the end. Come across the first trail log. I could use a piece of gum. I got gross breath. So I found another Scrabble piece with a D, so I've got my first and last initial. That's two I found. I left the H somewhere back at Mary's place on purpose. I just kind of stashed it in with her pretty rocks and stuff. There's like a little windowsill made out of mud. There's a wall made out of straw covered in earth. And a windowsill set in it with rocks on it. So I just stashed the H in there. I don't know how long it'll stay. She might see it and be like, what the hell is this doing? Have to throw it away? I don't know. But I kind of find it weird to find my initials. See if we find more of them. Keep my eye out. Okay, so that little adobe building right there, or maybe the ones up there. Yeah, probably the ones up there, because that looks modern adobe. But I don't know. But where the headquarters for the mining company. Yeah, it's probably just that wall left up there. I was curious if that was a place to poop, but it's not. Oh, I see some. Awesome. So I'm not sure if this is some touristy thing or whatnot. I have to assume it is. About the size of the buildings. Oh, that's the caretaker that lives down there. Okay. Is that a rusted vehicle? I've carried a chunk of one of them out before. This sophisticated machinery for its time. I had a no breakfast in. It's occupied. I heard this is where I get water from though, so after I drop a deuce in them big purple buildings, I'm gonna look around. I see a trough, but I'm pretty sure I'll find some water. And there's that bluebird stencil again. Yeah. Okay. There's a sign back there that said trail magic, but there's no trail magic going on. Here's an old sign. They forgot to take it down and just teases hikers. The only reason there's porta jotties is they were doing some 50K or something through here. Some ultra marathon or something. Dude said they'll be taking them out later today. I mean, the bathroom I chose worked, but you know, at least I had backup options. Because when I woke this morning, I was packing up pretty quick, thinking, man, I gotta poop. But then when I got up there and saw them eyes, man, that urge went away. And then even if it came back, there's no way I was squatting, not feeling like something was hunting me. You can't poop like that. That's just uncomfortable. I've been carrying this bad boy around with me for a few minutes. It's cold chimichanga time. It's a great place to take a little break. Look at everything I've walked through over the past, technically, I think a little over a week, yeah, because I took so much time off. Well, it's 11 o'clock and I'm going to try ditching the puffy. I haven't taken it off yet. It's still kind of cold out, but it's about as warm as it's going to get, so I'll try it out for a while and see if I sis out. Chill wind bites. I probably brought too much water. I was planning on about 10 miles. I think it was just a little over 10 from that spigot to what the map said was the next reliable water source. So I brought 3.5 liters with me, which is more than enough. Way more. On a hot day, it even is. While I'm sure the sun is cooking my flesh, it is not warming my bones. It is cold. My shadow is all tiny. Hi, everybody. But when the wind isn't hitting you, it's really nice. Gotta have something to whine about, right? I assume that's my trail going around the side of that thing. I don't go very far up it, that's cool. I bet it's windy and cold up there. Less than a half mile from where I took a break, I had to put the puffy back on. It's too cold, I can't hang. Just one puffy though. It's not that bad. The sun was not, it'd definitely be a double puff day though. I might have to pick up another one somewhere along the way. Keep an eye out. Good morning.
How you doing?
Doing well. Thank you. Whole bunch of them cruised by, but they were real nice about it. There's a guy that came up while I was sitting down, and he drove by me pretty fast, and it annoyed me. So I thought that was him coming down. So I turned on my camera real quick, but turned it off real quick. But I realized it wasn't him because I was gonna step out in front of him. I won't recognize him when I see him, but I didn't realize how many there'd be up here. I just assumed the next one coming down would be him. It's been like a half hour or longer. But I was gonna be a jerk and slow him down with my body, because you won't run me over, we both know it. Truck coming down the way, you know, I'm a nice guy, move out the way. But he stops and offers me, you know, you need anything? I got water. And I'm like, no, no, good. Yeah, I like when people do that, just to make sure you're okay. You're in the middle of nowhere. It's nice to, you know, slow and at least ask. Assuming they're going to say no 9 times out of 10. Arizona don't play around when they want a road somewhere. They're like, you know what? Fuck that hill. Boom, road. That is Brooke, and I rudely did not ask her old man's name. Nice guy. But she recognized me. She's like, hey, I know you. And I'm like, nah, I just keep walking. She's like, no, I watch your shit. I'm like, I'm sorry to hear that. Not even I do. But she assured me that I don't suck, which is really nice. It's very rare I run into somebody that actually recognizes me. I am not that popular. These trails are narrow, but they're long. And since people can hear me coming, I suspect that sometimes they're in bushes like, oh shit, here comes Nightcrawler. Because, you know, don't think when the camera's off, I'm not still talking. I mean, not even for a second, man. I talk a lot. Oh yeah, and Brooke also informed me in less than 5 miles there's some trail magic. She said some pretty sweet trail magic. The old pit and drift. They were nice enough to not just have a nice trail sign with an arrow, but a line stopping you and making you notice this, and then probably notice the trail. I appreciate that. I need stuff like that. That was for the runners, I know, but you know, I'm using it, so thank you. Oh, look at how sparkly that is. A lot of time quartz and gold travel together. Is there gold in them there rocks? And all the pretty crystals though. What? An unrusted gate? Nice. Look at it shine and sparkle. Ooh. That'll work. After a few years, they're just not lined up anymore. I have never had a gate with smoother latching action. Oh, it does it itself. At least this week. Been a tube running just solid for on a quarter mile now. Does not want to quit. There's no water in it. I lifted it up. It's not heavy, so I'm assuming it's empty. Or very little. I don't think you can move water around up and down hills with very little. You got pressure behind it, right? Maybe some. And I mean, you can tell by the kinks right here. There's no water flowing through it. Does a loop-de-loop. Oh, there's one of them big steel tubes that goes down real low. I'm not even gonna walk in that. Everything's stickers, man. Makes it hard to be curious. This thing is just a zigging and a zagging all over the trail. This is the 3rd time it's crossed. Heard a few gunshots in the distance. Hope I don't look like an animal. And well, I guess this is where me and Black Tube part ways. Later, Black Tube. May we meet again. And they were nice enough to trim all the sharp grasses next to the trail. I appreciate that. I know it wasn't intended for me. Maybe it was. I see a hiker way off in the distance. Let's see if we can see him. Enhance. Enhance some more. There he is. Ah. Who is that? I think that's Slick. So we made it to a parking lot. And over here there is stuff. Yeah. Let us investigate. Oh damn, look at, they got chairs and whatnot for us. Oh, I am gonna sit down and look. Oh. Just in case you forgot something or need, had something as a resupply, put it all trash in the trash bag. Wow, there's just, this thing is full of stuff. Relax, enjoy the chairs. Thank you, Cooper. Oh man, nice. I'm gonna sit down. This is gonna be great. Okay, he put literally everything in here. Toilet paper, duct tape, thread, needles, tiny chapsticks. I have chap lips, lighters, sunscreen, antibiotic. I have a few hot spots going on that I'm going to sit here and look at. Put a little gold bond powder on them while I'm here. I don't know what they look like. Rubber bands. There's even a little bit of money in there. What? How nice is that? Okay. Let's check out the others. Cheese. Got a little hummus. White chicken. I'm taking the white chicken and hummus with me. Dude, Cooper is too much. He's got all sorts of stuff in here. Oranges, eggs. Ooh. I will take a hard-boiled egg. I might as well. Orange juice. It's Miller time. I'm taking that. The apple, the orange, the banana, and the Gatorade. Am I being greedy? I don't know. I don't think that's too much. Awesome. Oh, this is too good. Thank you, Cooper. All right, so I'm going to eat everything that I picked up here except the white meat chicken. I'm saving that for dinner. I didn't bring enough dinners. I'm hungrier than I thought, so I packed for what I thought I wanted, and yeah, I'm already well into my food. But I have like 40 miles to go or so, but you know, I'll make it. I always do. I'll make it with plenty on my back. But I really needed some fresh vegetables. Most hikers hate these things. I was given quite a few fresh vegetables at Mary's place, and I would offer them to the other hikers, and they were like, "Ew, no, ew." You know, I'm like, "It's free, man. What do you mean, ew? In your belly, nothing weighs anything. It's only on your back that it has weight." So I'm gonna stay here for a while. I'm gonna cop a Buzz. He even has Fireball in there. I'm not a fan of Fireball, but a lot of people are. I'll stick with the Miller myself. Although I don't really like beer, and if I do, it's Mexican beers. But, you know, a free beer out in the fucking desert, let me tell you, look how dry that looks. It's definitely not hot, still wearing a puffy. But it is dry. Oh, fuck, I feel better already, man. I feel it nourishing my brain. I needed this. Thank you, Cooper. Nice family bicyclist back there. Chatted him up for a few minutes. So I'm coming down the way. I told him, hey, I totally would have got the gate for you, but I'm drinking a beer in my twinkle toes. So, you know, I ain't walking over there. There's sharp stuff, I can guarantee. And we talked about trails for a while. They do a lot of bike trails, so he wants to do something cross country with the kids. That's a lot to ask. Doing these trails by yourself is hard enough. I couldn't imagine doing it with your kids. But, you know, I see people do it all the time, so more power to you. I barely take care of myself out here. I believe I hear the group I slept with last night coming down the trail somewhere. Can't see them yet, but I can still hear them. I'm not going to be chivalrous and give up a chair for a lady. I'm not. We're all hikers out here, man. There's only like 3 chairs, 4 chairs, 4 chairs. And there's probably more of them, but hey. Oh. I mean, I am chivalrous, but, you know, not all the time, man. I'm not in the mood to share my chair yet. I'll be pushing off pretty soon, though. It's definitely isn't the place I want to camp or anything. This is more or less a parking lot. So I'll be pushing on for at least a couple miles, but fill up my water bottles before I do, because I'm not really sure where next water is. Dude on the bike said that there's plenty of water along the way. Said a bunch of names as though I'd know them, because people just assume that, you know, I'm out here and I should be educated. But he said everything was flowing or full, all the cow tanks and little rivers, streams, and whatnot. So, hey, cool. But I'm going to bring a bunch of water just in case I end up dry camping. All the people on bikes around here are really friendly. He stopped chatting me up for like 10 minutes. Look at the AZT sign. It has been shot up. But all their bullets just melted on it. Pow, pow, pow. You know, there's a lot of ricochets going on. Well, just when I was getting packed up to leave, I believe that's Joe coming down the way. I don't believe I've run into him hiking yet. I've only run into him in town and at campsites. So this is the first time I've actually seen him in motion with a backpack on. Definitely Joe. He'll be happy to see all this good stuff. It is amazing for how small it is too. Like, you know, this is exactly what we needed. So much stuff in such a compact area. This guy's obviously hiked, huh? And we're off. So Joe here reads the comments on the map. And it says there's some really nice camping out of the wind up here. In about 1.5 miles or so. So not a bad day's hiking. That puts me at like 19 miles for the day. You know, just trail miles, not the, you know, kind of getting discombobulated. There we go. I'm walking back and forth along the trail this morning, trying to find the trail I was already on. But I blame the maps for that. That's their fault. Look at the beauty and the splendor. Should almost be at the campsite. Not a hurry though. Still got at least 1.5 hours of sunlight left. And even though I ate a bunch of goodies back there, I'm still gonna cook me up a dinner tonight. I'm eating a lot today. But if I push days like this for the next 2 days, I'll be at that Trail Magic where they'll take me into town and I can, you know, stock up again and stock up right this time. I didn't expect my hunger to kick in so quickly. Yeah, I'm ravenous. Okay, so the spot he read about was crap, really, if it was a spot. Or we just completely overlooked it because, you know, maybe they wrote it when everything was green and nice and everything's steady and sharp. We don't want to, you know, go out in that grass normally. Down in there would be awesome, protect you from the wind and all that. Nope. Not when this sharp stuff is around. What have we got here? You know, we're like cold and windy, rainy, I might think about it, but there's just too much work involved in cleaning this out. I mean, I haven't completely discounted this thing. Any weird smells in here? Like I can smell anything. What was I doing? Oh, hey, I remember this. Okay, there's a truck full of algae. I did read about this because water is something I read about. And I'm wondering about there's some campsites out here. So the 3 liters I carried up here, didn't need them at all. Better have it not needed, huh? They weren't kidding when they were talking about the algae and those things. They're like, everybody mentioned algae. And, yeah, soon there'd be some, but yeah, okay. This is worth mentioning. Are there any bugs? I see no bugs. That's weird. That's why there's so much algae. You need some bugs. Okay, shadows are getting long. We found better areas, but look, hey, a cholla hanging out right in the middle of it. And the cows have used and abused area, but you know, I can work around that in some cases. Depends on how dry it is. Oh, I see a wash down there. That looks nice. Okay, I've settled on a narrow wash. Sure, this is where the animals travel down, but you know, they're all vegetarians. You know, see some deer poop, some cow poop, cow prints, people prints. But it's decently flat and soft and not sharp. That's all I need. And it seems out of the wind. Doesn't seem windy on this side of the hill. Nope, none of the grass is moving. Okay, so we're gonna do Spanish rice, jerky that I found in Mary's hiker box that I cut up into tiny pieces, well, tiny-ish, and the premium white chicken I got earlier, and oh yeah, and a Baby Bell melted in. I don't know how well those melt. I've never tried before, but I thought it'd be better if it was a little cheesier. Nom, nom, nom.